Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today's gonna be our third and last video with Whitebeard. Deck list can be found in the description below, or you can just look it up here in the screen. Today's matchup is gonna be against Blue Crocodile, which has become a pretty fun deck to kind of go against because of their Sentomaru value. So let's go ahead and see how the matchup goes today. If you like our video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this matchup, we're going against Crocodile, So I will. I kind of want to keep this because I have the Izou, right? So at least I have one searcher, and I'm scared that if I don't have at least one searcher, I'm not gonna have a good play, right? On turn 2 right here. We can try to get the Atmos, so that we have a play for turn 4, and then just attack. Oh, we ended up getting another Atmos anyways. All right, that's fine. The Crocodile is going to be annoying if the opponent gets access to the Sentomaru. The Sentomaru with the Pacifista can be a problem. And they can always return my blocker back as well, right? Like my my one Marco or any of my other blockers. And they do get the Sentomaru. Wow. I guess we'll go for 6. So they get to block here. We'll go ahead and play the Atmos, take the draw. Oh, I hate the fact that they got it, man. So they're able to, like, this Sentomaru gives them so much value as the game goes on. Yeah, they go like this, spend 2 Dawn, get the Pacifista out, and then they still have 2 more Dawn to do whatever they want. Because the Pacifista, especially here with 6k, lets them get a lot of value to be able to attack into my Whitebeard. Now, we will be able to play a second Atmos and then have the blocker and the Nami. The second situation that I probably should attack for 7Ks. So we have 6 Dawn next turn. We can go Atmos and Shopper instead of the Nami. No, I'm just going to attack with both for 6. Just eat up the 2k counters if the opponent has it. And I think I have to be okay with this. Let's go ahead and block this one. We don't have the Otama. Let's go like this. And the reason I want to do it this way is because next turn we're going to settle for the ace, right? So next turn we're going to settle for the ace. So having this Nami in the field, I think is fine. Let's grab the guard point. And those are the last 2 Atmos as well. Because man, I wish I could, like, we did get the Otama, so I guess we could technically pop that Sentomaru, right, with the Otama. We could pop that Sentomaru. I'm not opposed to that. Opponent didn't counter any of the 6k attacks. So the opponent didn't counter any of the 6ks. We'll block this one. I know it's technically like a waste of a block, because I could just counter with a 1k. But I want to force the opponent to spend a Dawn if they want to attack my leader again. And only have 6 Dawn to do whatever they want, right? Because they're probably also trying to count the Dawns with the Sentomaru. This is going to require 3 Dawn. And they will have to spend 1 more Dawn here to be able to actually attack with the Crocodile. Which will leave them with 3 Dawn left. Which I don't know if that's going to be enough for them to really do anything, to be honest. The other option we can go here is that we can go Otama and pop that Sentomaru with the Marco. And I'm not against that either. Yeah, okay. So that's because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to go ahead and get the Luffy out in the field. So because the opponent didn't actually summon anything with Sentomaru, so we have 5-1. That's gonna be 2 Dawn left, and we can go. Like, this Red Hawk will be so good at killing the Sentomaru. With the last 2 Dawn. I guess let's go here first, right? Let's go here first. I want to save this ace for next turn now, once the Luffy attacks. They're gonna just take it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we can go ahead and keep the Red Hawk then. Let's go ahead and just keep that 2 down, right? So we'll go like this. We'll keep the 2 down for the Red Hawk. or the guard point plus radical beam in case that we need it. We'll go ahead and go like this. So we'll keep this Red Hawk mana in case of the opponent. If the opponent messes up and summons something else first, we can kill it with the Red Hawk. Once the opponent attacks into us. We have a pretty nice board. The Otama, using Otama is kind of a waste, right? Because that's a 2k counter. But I really don't want the opponent to continue getting value from the Sentomaru. Okay, so they're just going to bring back, put the Marco in the bottom, right? That's a very obvious Marco bottom. Yeah. All right. So at this point, this is the problem. Opponent could theoretically kill us next turn. They could theoretically kill us next turn if we're not careful. I can't stop, so I can go 7, bring this down to 4, and try to attack it with my units first. Right, so we can go 6 here. Right, we can go 7, 7. And I still have access for... Yeah, we can go 7 and then 7 again with Ace. And I still have access for Red Hawk, Guard Point, Radical Beam, etc. Opponent is down to just 1 life. Sure. So we'll take 1 hit here. Doesn't matter what the opponent does. We don't have any blockers, which is a little of a problem. If I just save my units, if I save my Atmos and my Mark and my Ace, okay, so the opponent just went ahead and put 1 of them in the bottom, right? But we still have this Ace and this Whitebeard. We can kill a blocker with our Marco. Right, we can kill a blocker with our Marco, and that shouldn't be... Yeah, we just take this life, right? We just take this life, that's fine. We're gonna lose this life next turn anyways. So, not attacking the Ace, I think is a mistake. The problem, we cannot... Ooh, yeah, that blocker doesn't die to Marco. I guess we do have this Luffy. We do have the Luffy. I don't know that. I don't think we're dying, right? Between the Red Hawk, the guard points, and the radical beams, I think we can survive anything that the opponent throws at us next turn. And we just try to present lethal into them right now. So we can play this Luffy out instead of playing the Marco so that we have an additional 1k counter just in case. And we want to leave 4 Dons, so that will leave me with 1 Don that we can play around with. So if we go Luffy, we still have 1 extra Don, so we can go 7. So I like that because we can start with like a 7 hit, right? If the opponent wants to go ahead and do this, this is okay with me. Like, I'll throw this Marco away, I guess, for now. No, they just kept it on. Wow, okay. So, let's start with 7 here. Let's start with 7 here. Let's start with 7. I'm not afraid of dying here. Okay. Wow, wait. Not a 2k, just 1. Oh, wow. 2 1ks? So you have to have a third 1k? Triple Sojkin. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's go 7 here. I wonder if I don't show this Luffy. Like, what if we don't attack with Luffy? Why don't we just play Atmos instead? Okay, opponent had the Love Beam. Alright, so they play the Love Beam there. Nah, let's drop it down. Let's drop down this Luffy. Whereas sits, attack the opponent for 6. If they have the 2k counter, they have the 2k counter. If they try to keep this Doffy alive, okay, perfect. So the thing about the Doffy is that it gets punished by the Red Hawk, right? So the Doffy gets punished by the Red Hawk no matter how the opponent attacks. So they're gonna lose 1 blocker, and even if they have a second blocker, we do have this Luffy that can get through their blockers next turn. We have enough to play 3 events, and we have a bunch of 2k and 1k counters. So I don't think that I'm dying this turn, no matter what the opponent does. Another Love Beam could be an issue. So if the opponent keeps 2 down, we know we have to watch out for that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is even better, right? So no blocker, we'll Red Hawk, choose this target, we'll Radical Beam, we'll Guard Point, we 2k and we 1k, and we're chilling. And our opponent just lost their blocker. Yep. I understand why they did it, right? I understand why they did it. You kind of just go all in. They probably thought that they could survive because they have the blocker. But even if you have this blocker, I guess I have 3 attackers and you have not done. So if this attack doesn't go through, you always lose. I have 4 done open. So even if I don't have the Radical Beam, which is a one-off, I could still have another guard point, right? So let's say that this were all guard points, right? So we will need another 2k, which we have plenty here. That's why I wanted to play the Luffy instead of playing the Marco last turn. Just because I know that that we can keep the 1k counter just in case that the opponent went for something like this. So it's a good attempt. I understand why they did the attack. Unfortunately, it just didn't work. And again, the key part that helped us win this game is killing this Sentomaru. This Crocodile deck is actually very scary if the Sentomaru gets a lot of value out of this. And fortunately for us, we were able to kind of pop it with the Otama plus Marco, even if it meant having this Otama kind of be useless for the rest of the game. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, just be careful on this blue matchup to the Sentomaru, and that should kind of give you a good way to be able to attack into this. Obviously, this deck just shines because of the rushers, right? The Rush Luffy and the Rush Ace just give us so much value, especially Ace is just so good at doing what it needs to do to kind of get us to be able to remove the opponent's big unit, because that is how we were able to remove that 7-cost Doffy with no problem. So yeah, that'd be it for the 3rd video of Whitebeard. Really like this deck. I think obviously it's back in the meta. It has won tournaments. Don't discount it, right? So definitely be ready to play into more Whitebeard with the Straw Hat versions. If you like today's video, make sure to like below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed your day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow, where we'll probably go back to some Zoro gameplay.